Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Accor Stadium here in beautiful Sydney, Australia. We are here for a clash tonight. First versus third, Warriors versus Rabbitohs. I am here today with my good friend Max Tolpolke. Max, what do you think of these two teams running onto the ground as we speak?
I mean, these two teams have shown some good form early this season. Rabbitohs, obviously, they're sitting top of the table. The Warriors aren't too far behind them either. The Warriors being the best offensive team this season, with their points for record, proving that.
That is exactly right. It is, like I said, it is first versus third, Bunnies first, Warriors third, as we see the home team running out to what an innovation that they're getting here tonight. This has been the year of the Rabbits so far. But that being said, if the Warriors beat the Rabbits tonight, even if it's just by 1 point, they sneak up there into first. And given the Warriors will be wanting to come for blood, we can be sure that this will be a fiery opener here tonight. Moana, he'll be looking to get us started. We'll see where he goes. The wind is blowing slightly to the right there, and we'll see he is actually compensating through for that, and we'll be going right down there to Corey Bell. Corey Bell will take the run up. He'll get hit there on the 20-metre line. What a great start to this game. Wilmot, he'll go through to Walmsley. Walmsley onto Lowe. Lowe will take about 4 players with him. He'll take that just north of the 30-metre line there. Coleman takes just one up hit and goes up the guts. Doesn't do much to punch through the line, though. They'll take that on the 40. Borderline pass, and what a hit there to Wilmot. He is rattled. He's getting up there. He's a bit unsteady on his feet. You don't like to see it, but what a great hit there. Coleman will take that over the 50-metre line. And Max, what do you think of that opening set from the Rabbits?
Yeah, they're showing intention early on, but they did take a bit of a hit there in the fourth tackle. That's a good kick, though. Hopefully they've got a good chase.
And good chase is exactly what they have. Tuiaki, he'll take that to the 30. That for the first there. They'll go over the left to Sin to Irwin Jr. Irwin Jr. will take about 4 plays again. We've seen this happen a lot with a lot of the big forwards there, taking multiple players along for the ride. It's great to see a good bit of physicality in this game. Kearney will be taking their 35. They're not making much ground here. This Rabbitohs defense has just been absolutely on song. One of the better attacking teams in the league that they're playing against. You have to make sure that they are doing just exactly what they're doing. Moana, he'll take a bit of a captain's knock here and take that to the 40-metre line for the kick. They'll go down there to the right end of the field. And Luka Magic, he will break. He is making a good run. He's dancing very close to that line, though. He knew it. He had to take the little surrender tackle there. Corey Bell will pass on to Murray, and Murray will taking about 4 or 5 players on the inside there. Magic, the man of the area, he's taking again. And this is just relentless Rabbitohs attack. Low. He'll take it in there. He'll taking 4 or 5 defenders with him. Max, it seems like the Rabbitohs are just drawing in the defenders there. But what do you make of this? Is this potentially an error that we're seeing from the Warriors early on?
No, this is the Warriors would have expected this out of the Rabbitohs. It's 2 good sets they've made there, but they're a smart team. I think they're going to use their forwards again here to make a few meters up the field. Going to try to wear the Rabbitohs out in the middle, and then hopefully they'll get some attack later on out wide.
That would be the smart money. As we see Buckingham with a break, he'll get the offload there to Kearney, but at that he has lost a little bit of ground there. Sometimes it's just better to wrap the ball up and take the hit. Lord, he'll go through to Irwin Jr. Irwin Jr. again, just pushing through. What a good run from the second row there. Kearney, he'll go on to Buckingham, the man who just made the big break and probably gave the Warriors a bit of a good gasp of air there. They'll be tackled on the 40-metre line for the 5th tackle of this set. Kearney bombing it long. And that will be taken there by Freeburn. Matt Freeburn, he'll try to make the break, but he is swarmed. He is absolutely swamped in defence. We see a little dart from Bell there, dummy half, probably thinking back to his old fullback days in SRL 1.0. He'll be taken there 25 metres out. A little bit of a delay on the line there. I think they were looking for a penalty, but no whistle blown. They have to take the play. Coleman going over the 30 to Cologne, on to Dixon. Dixon will again track quite a few defenders there. And again, they're going to go for a little dart out dummy half from Bell, and he will be tackled on the 50-meter line. The Warriors, they are just, it is absolutely a lockdown in attack here. Both teams finding very hard to crack over the 50-meter line. Tuiaki, he'll be taken there on the 22nd meter line. Now, Max, if you're the Warriors captain, what do you do here? Like, how do you break through this attack?
Well, it's tough, isn't it? And not many teams have been able to do it this year against the Rabbitohs. I think they're just going to have to find something, again, as I say, out wide I think is their best option. They've got some gun wingers, they've got some good centres, and of course they've got Damian Moana at fullback there, so they've got to use that back five.
And I would agree with you there. The two massive breaks that they had early on came from that right edge attack of theirs. Chris Lord powering through. He'll be taken there on the 40-meter line. The Warriors seem to love this part of the field so far. White will take the big punt down, and that will be taken there by Magic. Magic will take the run, and great defense. That is, they have learnt from Magic's last little break there. Bell will pass on to Van Meredith.
Oh, there we go. He's had a busy first 10 minutes, Luca Magic there on the right wing. I know he's a massive Rabbitohs supporter, so getting his chance to play for them this season has been a dream come true, and been a busy man.
He certainly has been, and Magic has been one of those players. It's just a lot of people have been keeping their eye on him, and coming into the announcement of the rep season, as we see a penalty for held in tackle, and that is not what the Warriors needed there, Max.
Yeah, I mean, it's what the Rabbitohs needed. Someone needed something in this game, and sometimes it comes down to discipline, and that was a bit of ill discipline there by the Warriors, whether they're tired or what, but you can't give away another set and all that yardage.
That's exactly right, and it's a refrain that I love using in this game, that it's a game of moments, and that there could be potentially a watershed moment for the rest of the game. Bell will take the second tackle here on the 20-meter line. We've held there for the third. Murray, he'll pass on to Walmsley. Walmsley will take again. This defensive line has just been absolutely phenomenal here. Meredith on to Wilmot. Wilmot on to Magic. Magic he's dancing close to that line again, but he'll be taken there on the 8-meter line. Fifth from the tackle, they'll go for the grubber, and that was very well picked up by Lord, but he was scouted well in defence there. He'll be tackled, not making much ground there, probably about 4 meters, I would have to say. And Oos, he'll be taken on the 10. Again, he's just attracting quite a few defenders there. You would think that they would have to go out wide, but no, instead Junior Ty decides to go for a little dart himself, potentially inspired there by Corey Bell, you would have to say. Forward pass, you don't need that 20 metres out, Max.
No, again, it's discipline, isn't it? He probably should have held that pass. He saw his teammate there. I couldn't quite catch who it was. Overran it a little bit there. Those are those moments where you just have to stop and think. I know it's hard, you're in the moment, but yeah, tough one.
That's it. That is exactly it. I think potentially a couple of these young Warriors just got a little bit excited here. Dixon, he'll be pushing close to the line. He'll be held just short there. Fourth tackle. Let's see where they go. They go for the run. He tries a little double pump, but gets caught out there. Fifth tackle. And they'll go for the little screen play. He's pushing over. He's there! Oh, what a try for the Rabbitohs. And that breaks it open. Coleman, the little 5'8", what a run. And what power from a 5'8" there, Max.
Yeah, I love seeing that. He was a bit flat to be able to get the boot to the ball, so he decided, no, I'm just going to take it over the line myself and push through. This is what he did. Great try to Coleman.
And absolutely, and that is something that you want from your halves. Sometimes the kick is just not there, and if you have to take the play yourself, then that's what you have to do. And it's good on him for backing himself. That has opened the scoring account here for the Rabbitohs. It is 6-0, 25 minutes into the first half. We'll be seeing those prop interchanges come through soon, and hopefully this will inject a bit more life into this game. One lines up the kick. We'll see if he goes to the right side of the field there again. Again, there is a little bit of a breeze here tonight. And he does just that, drifts it towards mid-right centre. And the man of the hour himself, Coleman, will get the ball back and run that onto the 25-metre line for the first of the Rabbitohs. Walmsley, he'll take that in. Oh, and an intercept there. Oos, he'll take the ball on the 20. We were just talking about moments there, Max. This might be one for the Warriors yet.
Yeah, that was... Oh, got to be careful with those off. That was a great moment there. It's just giving it all in the tackle and forcing the turnover. And, yeah, great work. That's what the Warriors have been doing this season.
They have Sheridan Oos. He'll be pushed over the line, but I believe he'll be held up there. Oh, it's painful stuff. Painful stuff. But again, you cannot fault this Warriors attack. They have absolutely been trying their hearts out tonight. That, honestly, the fact that they haven't lost any amount of steam is a really good sign. We're in for a great game here tonight. This will be the third tackle for the set. They'll go to MBT. MBT will take about 3 players with him there, and he'll be tackled about 2 metres short. And the 6 again. Oh, there's moments are happening here, ladies and gentlemen. They'll push over. He'll be held on his back with old Whitey. But again, you've got to think at some point this Rabbitohs defense is just going to break here, Max.
Yeah, I mean, and the Warriors will keep coming at them all game. So they're going to have to be disciplined themselves. They're going to just have to make those tackles work as a team. But if the Warriors see a gap, they're taking it, believe me. And here's one. Oh.
He's pushing through. He's there! And just as soon as the Rabbitohs open the score account, the Warriors look at them and say, whatever you can do, I can do better. What a try, and what a great play from the captain there.
Yeah, well, he saw Coleman, the try scorer. He thought, well, you want to push over for a try, I'm going to do the same thing. He lined him up there, and Moana showing his strength. Great try by the skipper.
Absolutely, a fantastic try there. But he has got his work cut out here for him for the conversion. He'll kick that. It's bending. And he failed to compensate.
Yeah, that wind, it's pretty strong out there.
It certainly, as we've been mentioning, it's got a little bit of a left to right blow here for us tonight. And yeah, he just has not taken any inspiration from Adam Dewey there. He didn't point it to the right like he should have. But either way, 6-4. And that is probably a better score than what they were hoping for at this point. But you got to take what you can get. Moana, he gets whacked for his troubles. That's Rabbitohs telling him, mate, you may have got the try, but we're going to take more off you. Oos, he'll be tackled there 15 metres out. That will be the second for the set. White will take it. He'll get a little offload to Irwin there. Irwin Jr., he'll be tackled, and that will be the third on the 25-metre line. A little dart from Junior Tyre. He's trying to inject something into this attack. But again, he'll be taken short. Oos will take him, and again, these little one-ups this far out, you would think that they would try to get it out wide and try to make a few metres off it. Going for the 40-20, it looks like. It's a great angle, but no, Magic was right there. He knew what was happening. And he'll be taking first tackle for their set on the 35-metre line. Now, we see the prop interchanges have come through here. So that will be Tanvir Papopoulos. I'm sorry, I've probably got that wrong there. Dylan Sharp coming on for the Rabbitohs. And you'll have Jalen Saltner and Nathan Walsh coming on for the Warriors. Now, Max, the interchange of the prop forwards there, how do you see that changing the flow of this game?
I think just going to have people fresh in the middle of the field is always good. Maybe a bit more speed in there. Definitely, it's going to help. It's a busy job in there. I know myself. Playing through the middle, you get very tired, you get very sore. So just having a bit of a break is good for those guys coming off. But the guys coming on are going to want to prove why they should be starting.
And that is exactly right. I can say from a middle forward captain myself, that is definitely one of the questions that you get asked a lot there. And a penalty for a held-in tackle, just the same as we were saying before, that penalty earlier just helped Souths out. This may have done the same for the Warriors.
Identical spot too, I think. Just opposite ends of the field. See what the Warriors can do now.
Yep, you're absolutely right. That was pretty much in the same spot. And they'll take the first tackle of their set on the 40-metre line there. Passing on the inside to Walsh, one of the people coming off the bench. We were just mentioning it, actually, both of them linking up there in that play. And Kearney, he'll be taking their 35, he'll take it to the 22-metre line even. Third tackle of the set. This is excellent attack and excellent showing from the Warriors here. A much better performance than what they did in the opener. Saltner, he'll be taken there, and again, he'll be held short. There's about 5 metres in that. Whether or not they go for the bomb or the grubber remains to be seen. And it seems that they are going for that bomb, but it really does not have the distance, and Freeburn takes that with ease, but will be tackled 2 metres short.
They've got a tough exit set here, the Rabbitohs. Warriors have put them under pressure with that. That was a great set there. Great attacking kick. Let's see what the Rabbitohs can do now to get out of this end of the field.
Well, Dixon seems to have taken that straight to heart. He has pushed 10 metres post-contact metres, it seems, from that. And Dylan Sharp, he'll take the ball, but he'll be swamped. Fourth tackle of that set. They've been locked down to this end of the field so far. Not a great sign if you're a Rabbitohs supporter. That will be the fifth tackle there, and they haven't even crossed the 40. Barely taken past the 30 even. This has been phenomenal defense from the Warriors this set. They'll bomb that one down. Does not have the angle for a 40-20 or a 20-40 even, but Moano, he'll take that and he'll get tackled there first of the set on the 40-metre line there. The Warriors, they are knocking on the door. They can sense blood in the water. You can see it in this attack. They have come alive here, Max.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things about the Warriors is they took a couple of hits early on in the game, and it's one team you don't want to do that against because they will just fire up, and that's what I'm seeing here now is that they're going to fire up. Here they go, getting out to the centres. Columbus there taken down.
Yeah, as you said, Columbus with a massive break there. Chris Lord, he'll get on the out to Saltner there. Saltner will push. He's pushing. What strength from the bench forward there. 66 metres gained in this set, and the Warriors are once again on the door. They go for the grubber, and they'll get...
That's a great kick.
Oh, great weighted grubber, and that will be a goal line dropout. Damien, you might want to get a bit further back there, mate. You might get smacked in the head. Oh, good thing Tuiaki had the foresight to stay back there a little, but that would... I'm surprised that they were allowed to... Okay.
I don't
know what happened there, but interesting play nonetheless. And it looks like they're going for it again. Yeah.
We might have to go to the bunker shortly to see what happened there.
It's a little bit interesting play that they're going for, that's for certain. And Coleman just... Welcome back there, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologise for the sudden interruption in play. Whether you would believe it or not, there's been lightning in the area. We've actually had a bit of a lightning delay there. It's been almost about an hour to get this game back on the field. And Max, how do you reckon that's going to impact the game here tonight?
Not a lot, really. It's just a bit of weather. The boys should be fine. Pretty cool, though. I quite enjoyed it.
It was certainly a spectacular light show, not unlike the light show that we're seeing here tonight. Both teams have just been absolutely lighting it up in attack. Defense has been on song from both teams as well. It's rare that you see such a tough grind like this game tonight. And we'll see Van Meriden. He'll kick that down deep, and Bunty Cambolo will take that on the 20. He'll make a break, but he'll be swarmed there. That was great screen defense from the Rabbitohs there. Junior Ty, he'll pass that on to Oos. Oos will take that north of the 30-metre line. Now, Oos, he was one of those ones that we saw in the sheds there, just had his hoodie on and he was just looking to get a bit of relaxation going. Hopefully that has helped with the mindset here tonight. Maybe that'll lead to a few more breaking attacks like he almost got there earlier on in the game. Kearney, he'll pass it out right to Buckingham. Buckingham onto Tuiaki, and Tuiaki does his best to stay in the field of play there. He'll be tackled just short of the 50-metre line. You'd think they'd go for the big punt down, which they do. Chris Lord, what a kick from the lock forward. Freeburn, he'll take that on. And again, that has just been great scramble defense here, Max.
Yeah, and I have to mention it again, a great kick by the lock forward, and we're seeing a lot of great kicks by lock forwards this season, which is good to see. There's a bit of versatility within our lock forwards this season.
That is absolutely right. We've all been told to put on our kicking boots this year. I can tell you that for true. Bell, he does a little double pump and a little bit of a step. Can't break through that line there from dummy half. They'll pass that on the right to Papopoulos. Papopoulos will pass it on to Sharp. Sharp, he's lost a bit of meterage there. That'll be 26 gained from this set. And the Rabbitohs, I don't know what it is, but they seem to have lost that little attacking spark. Bunty Cambolo, he'll be tackled there on the 28-metre line. Now, Max, we've mentioned before that potentially the delay might have caused some sort of an issue there in terms of fitness. Do you reckon that maybe the Rabbitohs have just cooled off a little bit too much in the sheds?
I think the Rabbitohs, they've been working hard, probably not as hard as the Tooth Fairy. I've been looking around the stadium. Seems to be a few missing teeth, but they have been working hard. So they'll be looking forward to the break now, regroup, refresh, and they'll be looking to come back in the second half. I think now they just need to defend the rest of this half and regroup again.
Absolutely right. They are only ahead by a razor-thin margin, 2 points. And we see Freeburn, he'll make a decent little break there. He's trying to inject himself to show the boys that, hey, the game's not done. We can still put them to the sword if we really want to. Wilmot, he'll take that to the 42nd metre line. And we're seeing a good little break here and there. But again, Bell, he's trying for that little dummy hard dart we've seen has taken the SRL by storm in 2.0. But again, it does not pay off, and maybe it's best if they just pass it on there. Sharp will be tackled about 43 metres out. Fourth of the set. This has probably been the best set for a while for the Rabbitohs, and they'll be taking their 35 metres out, 50 metres gained. That is indeed one of their better sets as of late. Van Meriden, he'll take that. He'll kick that down. It'll be taken by Tuiaki, who will be swarmed. A fantastic kick chase return from the Rabbitohs here, Max.
Yeah, that's one of the best ones we've seen this game, just really pinning them in the corner. And this is going to be tough for the Warriors to get out of their half.
Well, that is the name of the game. If you want to win, you got to make like Eddie Maguire and lock it in. Oos, he'll take that on through himself. Looked like he went to pass it off, but thought the better of it. Probably for the best there. I think he thought he heard the referee's whistle blow there. Can't otherwise explain that one. Probably, again, just as we were saying, it's one of the Rabbitohs' best attacking sets of the game. That's probably one of the Warriors' worst right there. And Luka Magic, he's gone through. He'll be taken there on the 50-metre line.
He's having a great game, isn't he?
He's having a cracker. Van Meriden, he'll take that again. He's run a good 10 metres there. It was a great little running set. And Bell again trying that little dummy half dart, this time using his strength to push over the 30-metre line. There's 30 seconds left in this first half. You would have to think that the next try is going to be crucial for them. And they're going for it. They're really going for it. Dixon, he'll be swamped. Fifth tackle of the set. This is the last. We'll see what they can get, if they can get to it, and they can't. That is halftime, folks. And welcome back, one and all, to Accor Stadium here in Sydney. It is the South Sydney Rabbitohs 6 playing the Warriors 4, 1v3 in what has come to be one of the biggest defensive grinds I've seen in this season so far. And now, Max, we saw a couple of interesting statistics here. Is pretty much even down the park.
Yeah, it definitely is. A few differences there of the set completions. The Rabbitohs 14 from 15. It's massive. The Warriors, they've been making a few errors, 6 errors, so their completion rate isn't as high, but the Rabbitohs have been missing a few more tackles than the Warriors. So, yeah, other than those few things, pretty even down the field.
And that's it. And that was the other stat that we were just seeing there, Tuiaki making a massive break. What a great run from the winger. That was the other thing as well. Only one player so far has cracked 100 metres. And that would be the second row Oos there for the Warriors. Even that Luka Magic, someone we thought has been instrumental for the Rabbitohs attack, has only somehow managed to gain 80 in that first half.
Yeah, and it's those post-contact meters that Oos gets is incredible. Every time they get the ball, you're guaranteed 7 to 10 meters after the contact. So very valuable player right there on your edge.
Absolutely is. The big bopper second rower has been
Oh.
everywhere, and that is a knock on from the Rabbitohs. We were just talking about that first set, how great they were in handling, and that is an error that they did not need. They'll be first of that set. Moana would be taken about 30 meters out from his own line. So Whitey, he'll go there and he'll take about 2 or 3 players there with him. And they'll go to Ty. Ty will go on to the man himself, Oos. Oos on to Bunty Cambolo. Bunty taking that just shy of the 20-meter line. And they'll be shifted back onto the right to MBT. MBT will take about 2 players with him. And that is phenomenal work from the prop forward there. Kearney. He'll go on. What an intercept by Coleman, the man who sparked the Rabbitohs resurgence early on in the first half there. He's gotten a crucial intercept.
It was the right time to do it. They needed something there to get themselves out of trouble. Now they're in great field position. We see McDonald going for another dart there, making some good post-contact meters there.
He absolutely has. And Vin Meriden, he's looking around trying to see what the option is, but there's nothing on, decides to go himself. And McDonald's just looked at him and said, mate, that's not how you do a dummy half dart. This is how you do it. But probably you don't want to do that when you're 4th tackle in the set there. Papopoulos, he'll take the kick through, and that will go down to Bunty Cambolo. He'll take that over to the 20. Now, I want to run through a couple of the substitutions that have gone through here. For the Rabbitohs, there's a ton that they've gone through. Papa has come on for Coven Walmsley they're in the number 13. Dylan Sharp will come on for the debutant Bunnies guy. We didn't mention him in the first half. Welcome to the SRL there, lad. Ted McDonald, he'll come on for Corey Bell at 9, and Finn Manning will come on for Jai Cologne. With the Warriors, it's not that much on this one. It's just pretty much a straight. Cadence George Slattery on for Johnny Columbus, and Michael Moana will come on for Rex Buckingham there. Now, do you see Michael and Damien linking up and potentially leading a spark for the Warriors here, or do you reckon the emptying of the bench is going to be a thing that pays off for the Rabbits?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Look, I think emptying the bench, you're going to bring on a lot of fresh players, but it also can put a bit of a damper on the sorry, come back to me now. I just got a few things going on in the other room.
That's
to come back to you.
That's all good. There are a little bit of technical difficulties up here in the comm box, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologise. There was a massive hit there on the Rabbitohs just before. But as Max was saying, yeah, just having that emptying the bench could be something that could not only inject a bit of life, but could also cause a bit of drama later on in the game. Of course, don't want to use up all your interchanges early as Tuiaki makes a break. He'll get to the 50. Fantastic answer from number 2 there. He'll pass on to Lord. Lord will take that inside. He'll try to do a little flick through, but no one on. Nothing happening there. He'll take that to the 40 for the second of this set. Kearney, he takes a little bit of a stumble. I think there may have been some miscommunication about who was going to get that ball, but it doesn't really matter. They still make it to the 35. A little bit of an inside screenplay there, but again, nothing going on for Mick Moana. We were just talking about him matching up with Damo before. Irwin Jr., he'll take that past the 30 for the 5th, 43 from that set, and they've got to put up a good bomb and a good chase here, and they do just that. Kearney with the big bomb. The chase is not there, and Freeburn, he's made a break, but trips up, and he'll be tackled there on the 20-meter line. They'll go inside to Dixon. Dixon will, again, just the one-up play, but he'll get a couple of good post-contact meters there, taking it nearly to the 30. Coleman will do a little bit of a dart through there, but again, not much happening off the one-off pass and hit. Sharp, he'll take that north of the 40. This will be 4th tackle. They're making about 10 meters per in this set, which is decent enough, but you kind of need to get the metal going, you would think. Dixon, he'll be tackled their 5th tackle of the set, and they're just over the 50-meter line. Coleman,
Sorry,
he'll
do you want
take
to
it.
look back now?
It seems
Yeah,
like we got
a
our
bit of
technical.
difficulty left. Yeah, someone poked their head through the door, and I've left the lights on in the car park, so I just had to quickly run down there and sort that out. But back now for the rest of this game.
Well, fantastic. We don't want you to get a flat battery in the old car there, Max. So good
No,
on him for coming in and telling you about that one. So
your
he'll
long
take.
walk back to the hotel. Oh, what a run, MBT.
That's absolutely right. MBT, great run there. There seems to be a little bit of miscommunication out of dummy half there. Not really wanting to make too much of a quick play there, it seems. And
Oh,
he'll be.
Thought he was held down there. Oh, that's a shocking kick.
Well, thankfully, that was recovered very well by Bunty Cambolo. That could have been a lot worse, but you're right. That was a shocker of a kick. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. If you thought maybe I'm playing rugby union instead of rugby league, but whatever it is, at least it wasn't the worst outcome that could have happened. Wilmot will take that over the 50-metre line for the first of his set there. Papopoulos, he'll take
They're in a
that.
great position. Sorry, they're in a great position now, the Bunnies. So probably one of the better positions they've been in this half.
That's absolutely right. They have been camped down in their side of the field for a bit too long there, and they've finally seen this end of the ground. Dylan Sharp on the fourth tackle there will be taken on the 30-metre line. They'll go inside outside. Papopoulos, he'll take that. He'll push and he'll push and he'll push, but he won't get past the 20. That's the fifth tackle. They're going to go for the kick. There we go for a bit more of a deeper bomb. At least this one has gone forward. And the kick chase has been fantastic from the Rabbitohs. Bunty Cambolo tackled there on the 9-metre line. Damien Moana, he'll make a break. He'll offload that as well. Chris Lord not expecting it, caught a bit flat-footed. He'll be tackled there on the 35-metre line. But that was a great little injection from the captain there.
Yeah, he's had a couple of those runs so far in this half. If someone's going to spark it up for the Warriors in the second half, it's going to be that man there, Damien Moana.
You would hope so. You always look to your captain when you're in these kinds of positions. Warriors will be taken there just on the 50-metre line, just north of it even. Tuiaki be tackled about 51 metres. They'll go for the punt again. And thankfully, Chris Lord has worked out his kicking boots this time. That has gone deep, and that is a very well-weighted kick. Just did not have the chase there to really lock them down into their own in goal. McDonald, pass on to Coleman. Coleman on to Papopoulos. Papopoulos, he'll be taken there about 12 metres out. And this is a better answer from the Warriors in terms of defence there. As soon as I say that, Freeburn makes a break and he'll get to the 30 and offload. But Coleman, he'll only make maybe 4 or 5 metres more from that one. He'll be taken third tackle over the 30. Butterfield, here's a man we have not seen much of tonight. He'll be tackled there on the 40-metre line.
And for 40-20 here.
They're going for the 40-20, you're right. And what a well-weighted kick. It's getting there. It's almost there. Oh, Moana, he's tiptoeing the line and he gets tackled anyway. Well, it may not have been
quite a 40-20, but just as good. The effect is just as good in the end. With some good kick chase.
That's it. It may not show up on the stats sheet, but you'll take it just the same. What a great defence from the Rabbits.
Got a note there. It was the kicker who did the chasing too, making that tackle.
Absolutely fantastic. That's exactly what you want to see from your halves there. They'll be tackled first of the set, and that will be about 3 metres short. And they'll get even shorter than that. Papopoulos, he'll be taken very short to the line. They're going to push over, and they're there. Butterfield. Oh, they're going to check this one. I think there may have been a little bit of a bobble. But for all money, I think he's got this one down. And yep, that's touched the blade of grass. That is a fantastic try from Butterfield.
Just as you were saying, you haven't seen much from Butterfield in this game. Well, he's been saving it for this moment here, and that's a crucial moment too.
Absolutely.
The chance to put them up by 8 now, I believe.
Yep, they have the chance to go up by 8, provided that the kick lands. So, as we mentioned, the wind is blowing on this field. Make sure you got to kick it to the left, mate. You got to compensate. And he does. He's there. As you mentioned, that would be an 8-point ball game, and that could very well be a watershed moment in this game here, Max.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't count the Warriors out just yet, but it is a steep hill to climb when you're 8 points down, 20 minutes to go, especially when it's been such a defensive slog. People are tired. They're just going to have to dig deep, I guess, show some mana, and work hard.
That's absolutely right. And we've seen Damo just barking at his troops, telling him, lads, you've got the weight of a nation on your shoulders. Let's not let the people of New Zealand down here. But again, we've mentioned it's only 8 points, and it certainly isn't too much of a mountain to climb here. But you've got to think, how are they going to go in terms of just the legs on the field? We did see, of course, the Rabbitohs emptying their bench to start this half. Coming in, we've just done the change now. Whether or not that's going to have come into effect, or whether or not that's going to lead to more tired Rabbitohs, will yet to be seen. 49 meters gained from that set, and it's a fantastic, fantastic response. But that is a poor final tackle option there, Max.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I thought that was offside personally, but never mind. The Warriors have got the ball again. It was a poor kick. Poor kick.
It was certainly a poor choice there to run it instead of going for the boot. And Columbus, he'll make a big break down the middle. That's exactly what we were talking about, with the potential that the Bunnies might be a bit more tired with the emptying of the bench earlier. And Singh, he'll take that. He'll be taken to the 30-meter line. The Warriors have been camped down in this side of the field for what seems to be most of the game, but they haven't been able to make most of the opportunities at their disposal. Tuiaki spins out of one, but gets taken straight away there. Fourth tackle is set, and they're 20 meters out. 15 meters out, and that'll be the fifth. They've really got to put up the big bomb and get a good chase on for this one, you would think. And instead, Lord decides he's seen a break, and he's going to try and push over, but just short there for the handover.
I think he knows he's coming off in a minute or so he just wanted to have that last run. He has been given the license to kick this game, but just didn't want to do it then, and probably wasn't a bad option. Can camp them down here and come back for the next set when they've got a fresh man in the lock position.
That is absolutely a fantastic analysis point there. Of course, the lock interchange is coming in about a minute's time, and yeah, sometimes if you see the break in the line, you've got to make the play yourself, and that I can't fault the man for trying. It's absolutely something that you can be doing there. 33 meters, a great defensive set there again from the Warriors. We'll see Moana, he'll take that, and he'll pretty much be on the 50-meter line to start this set.
He's got them in a good position here to start the set too, isn't he? Right in the middle of the field.
He's been standing up.
Whoa.
Junior's bit of a loopy pass there to Tuiaki. Was not expecting that one. And that's happened a couple of times. A few Warriors just really not expecting to get the ball.
The trainer might have been out there. He's getting some pickle juice. I think he's getting a bit of cramp there, but he's back in the line now.
Yeah, potentially. It did seem like there was a little bit of a worry there for maybe just a tiny bit of a niggle, but no, he's back up. He's back in the line. It's good signs there. Oos, the man has been everywhere. Go to Auckland, build the man a statue, because he has really been standing up for the Warriors here tonight. White, he'll take the big punt down to Freeburn. Freeburn will be swamped in defense, and he'll be tackled on the 10-meter line. The Warriors are looking to lock the Rabbitohs down here now, but the clock is slowly becoming an enemy. They've got great defense. They need to start working on that attack there, Max.
Yeah, there we go. That defense is just forcing the error, and this is where they can work on their attack. They need to go wide here.
And as you say that, they do that. They go to Tuiaki. Tuiaki will be pushing through. He'll be tackled about a meter short there. They go for the inside to Kearney. Kearney will be taken, and he'll be put on his back. That will be held up. The referee wants to check this just to make sure he didn't roll over and touch a tiny bit of the ball. But for all money, if I'm a betting man, I am saying that is on his back, and it looks like it has been called just that right there. Yep, no try.
Desperate defense. But they've still got a lot more to do in this set.
Absolutely do. Buckingham goes on to Columbus. Columbus, he'll push, he'll get there. I don't know about that one either there, Max. It looked like he might have just been turned over at the last second.
Yeah, definitely was. I think that was Butterfield and was it Papaolis, or I'd probably mispronounce that too, making the tackle there.
It did look like Papa, and it did look like Butterfield there as well. And Damien Moana, he's looking for his double, but he's well scouted. And this is what we've been talking about. This is the final tackle of the set. They're 3 meters out. What did they go for here? They go for the inside out. Oh, but offside. That is disappointing.
It was unfortunate there. I don't know about that call. I thought it was a great line that he ran there, but the ref's down there on the pitch. I'm not, and he's made the call.
And that's it. At the end of the day, those boys in green get paid the big bucks to do what they do, and they're paid that for a reason. You can't. That is just a massive let-off if you are a Warriors fan. That was great defense.
Look at Oos there. Just target him. Just you're not making any more meters. Just run. He's been a busy man.
Oos has absolutely been a standout for this Warriors outfit, and that is a certainty in my opinion. The 5th tackle there will be taken at. Well, if that wasn't accidental offside. Okay. I've got nothing.
Yep.
George Slattery, he'll be taking there. Sorry there, Max. I think we're both just a bit stunned about that kick option there. Columbus, he'll be taken there just over the 40-meter line. Second of the set, and they're pretty far back for where they would want to be with less than 10 minutes to go. MBT onto Moana. Moana onto Buckingham. Again, they're not making much ground here, Max.
No, and they're getting reckless with the ball too. I don't know if it's the right move, just trying to throw too many passes. They just need to get into this man's hands here just to make those meters and get themselves in a good place.
You're absolutely right there. Very shallow kick, and that was not well weighted at all. I think the Warriors are just starting to get that little bit desperate here. They see the clock ticking down, and they're not in the game anymore, you would think.
There's tired legs. There's all sorts going on. They're in the heat here. It's a tough next 8 minutes, but I still wouldn't count them out.
Absolutely not. It's a funny old game, is rugby league, in particular in the Simulation Rugby League 2.0 there as well. The Rabbitohs, they'll be 3rd tackle, and they'll be taking that on their 30-meter line, 30 meters out from their try line. McDonald, he'll go for the little dart through, and he'll be taken, swamped in defense. Fifth tackle of the set. There's 6 again. The discipline is killing the Warriors. There's nothing else I can say. They have absolutely let the Rabbitohs back in here.
Yeah, and we spoke about it earlier in the game as well, didn't we? Discipline will play a key part in this game for moments like that. And I think if a Rabbitohs score here, it's game over. And it could just come back down to that moment of ill discipline once more.
You would have to think so. We've mentioned it before that the missed tackles were what was letting the Warriors back in it against the Rabbitohs, but those handling errors absolutely have been murdering the Warriors here tonight. Wilmot, he'll take the 3rd. That was held up before there as well. Dixon, he'll be tackled about 3 meters shy of the line. 4th on the set, but they are looking phenomenal here in attack. Push back a little bit there will be Jai Cologne. He'll be tackled about 5 meters out for the line for the 5th of the set. They'll go to Vin Meriden. He'll go for the grubber. Looked like no one wanted that, but it just bounced up into the hands of Oos. He has been phenomenal for the Warriors. He's absolutely a standout in defense for the boys in black. White, he'll take that. He'll do a little run, and he'll take that to the 20-meter line there. Now, thinking forward to next week there, I'm just pulling up to see who we've got playing on is Dixon. He gets the intercept. It's just going from bad to worse for this Warriors outfit. They have not stepped up in this second half. So I believe it's the Warriors will be taking on my team, the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. They'll be taking them on at Mount Smart Stadium. Now, Max, you're playing against what is going to be a very desperate Eagles attack. There's a try there as well. Just as soon as we were trying to get the analysis, they've put the nail in the coffin here. And Warriors fans, please don't turn off the television set. There is still football left, I promise you that. But what a try from the little hooker there from Redfern.
Yeah, great try. He's been having a few darts out of dummy half all game. At times in perfect places too, getting them securing them field position in important times of the game. But rewarded with a try now after yet another dart, and yeah, I like seeing that. I like seeing the hookers get over.
I have a feeling that Corey was remembering back to his old fullback days up there at Red Hill instead of Red Fern. But of course, no, that was a fantastic try. He's been gunning for it all game. So fantastic work. Good on him for getting there. Now, as Moana lines up for the kick again, as we were mentioning, the New Zealand Warriors will be coming up against a desperate Manly attack there in New Zealand. If you're Damien Moana, how do you prepare the troops off this shock loss?
Look, I don't think you have to change much. You just keep on going with the systems you've got. The Warriors don't tend to lose back-to-back games, and after a hurt like this tonight, they will not be an easy team to be playing next week. So I feel sorry for you there, Jordan, with your opposition next weekend.
Well, look, you can only play who you can play, and I'll back my boys to take on this defensive line any day of the week. That is definitely for true there. Of course, the South Sydney Rabbitohs will be travelling up to Brisbane there to play the Jack Cowell's team there, up in Brisbane. He'll be taking on their boys. Rabbitohs, do they continue going on with what they're doing?
Yeah, I mean, they've been the most consistent team this season. I think they've lost one game to, I can't remember who that was. Gold Coast Titans, I believe. And yeah, they're gonna be tough. But Brisbane, they would definitely have a chance. And yeah, I'll be up for both those games next week. I'm looking forward to both of them.
It's certainly an experience watching a game there at Suncorp Stadium. I'll say that much for certain. It's going to be a great game no matter which way you slice it. But this Warriors, 30 seconds left in the second half. They're showing some forms of life, which is great to see if you're a Warriors fan. Potentially could look at getting a consolation try, but the defense has just been on them. They're all set the second half. They haven't really been looking like they've been going to score. And full time, 18-4, a bit more of a blowout than we thought it was going to be, Max.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was going to be a tight one. Two of the form teams of the competition so far. Probably the best offensive team going into this game. The Warriors going against the best defensive team, in my opinion, the Rabbitohs. But yeah, it was a tight game, but the scoreline doesn't reflect that. But the Rabbitohs doing what they do best this season, just winning games.
That's absolutely right. And now, obviously, a little bit of a blowout there, just with Corey Bell getting the try right at the death. But as you can see, 51 possession played 49. It was a dead heat there, but it was those errors. We've been saying it all game. 9 errors played, 5. You just can't win if you're coughing up that much.
Yeah, and it's not just the errors too. It was the places the errors were taking place and unfortunate parts of the field, and just allowing the Rabbitohs in. And when they get a sniff, they're going to take advantage, and that's what they did tonight.
Absolutely right. As we'll have a look at some of the individual stats here, and of course we did mention that not many players got over 100 in that second half. The Rabbitohs there, Mackie Freeburn, 110 running meters. That was a fantastic effort from the winger there tonight. Of course, as well, Kevin Dixon did stand up. He got 127, and Dion Coleman, 124 running meters, 43 passes, 11 tackles, 2 missed tackles, 1 tackle break, and even got the try there as well. It's a fantastic effort. Oh, sorry, that's Corey Bell. Sorry, it's been a very, very long evening with the delay there. I do apologise there. And of course, Huxley Van Meriden, he got about 114 metres run out there in the halves with about 253 kicking metres. That also complementing Dion Coleman's 302 kicking metres there as well. Fantastic kicking performance from the Rabbitohs tonight.
Yeah, amazing.
All right, so we'll have a look at the Warriors here tonight now as well. Bunty Cambolo, 52 metres run, which is a little lower than I thought he would be. He seemed to make quite a few big breaks there as well. But again, similar story, not that many people cracking over 100. Got quite a few there. John Saltner coming off the bench, only 16 minutes played, but nearly 30 metres run, which is a great little effort from the impact forward there. Now, I did see before, it looked like there was Jackson Kearney. He got about 146 run metres, which is a fantastic effort there as well. Sheridan Oos, absolutely everywhere in the second row. Looks like about 130 run metres there. 17 tackles as well. Absolutely cracking performance from there, and unlucky that he didn't score a try there, Max.
Yeah, I mean, it was just doing his job all game, and that's to make yardage and make tackles. He was doing that. It was just wasn't happening outside him and around him, and they couldn't get the ball out to their wingers, to the centres to finish the work he was doing in the edge there. But yeah, they've got a bit of work to do, the Warriors. But they'll regroup. They'll be all right up the wires.
That is certainly true. Now, I'm hoping they don't play as well next week, of course, just a little personal bias. But apart from that, this has been a cracking game of SRL Rugby League here. On behalf of the commentary team, I've been Jordan Lewis, joined by Max Tolpoke. We thank you for your time tonight, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening. Please stay tuned. There's plenty more football left ahead.